Yes. Yeah.
But like the comparison, like with me and some of the other guys.
So that'd be something neat to see, the Harris Centers.
The Pirates playing in Williams.
Welcome back to the third period here. Now, just to keep everything in a football theme, let's go Super Bowl. February 13th, between the Cincinnati Bengals, the LA Rams. Interestingly enough, second time in a row, home field advantage. I mean, what are the chances?
Kind of slim to none, but 2 years in a row it's happening with a fantastic Rams team.
This Rams team is, yeah.
Sorry, David.
What? Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's not, please. Let's not.
Oddly enough, you're not the only Niners fan I know, so.
I mean, I said a few choice words during the game, so yeah, wasn't pretty for me. Yeah.
And I saw based on who you're predicting it, I know why you're predicting to pick them.
No, I have my reasons. I actually have some good reasons. I have some good reasons behind it. Not just because of what happened, but some good reasons.
I think this is going to be I hope that this is going to be a fantastically fun game. I'd love to see this be a quarterback duel, but we know how the Super Bowl goes.
Yeah. Well, the way this year's playoffs have been with games where it's come down to either overtime or a field goal at the last play of the game. This season, this year's playoffs, you could not ask for any better games. You can't.
No, you couldn't. And they were on the edge of your seat games the entire time.
Exactly. Okay. Yes, San Francisco lost to the Rams, but it was like trying to pull that out. But the other games, I mean, like I said, either overtime or field goal.
Yeah.
So you can't ask for anything better.
I mean, I think the best game of the whole playoffs has got to be that Chiefs-Bills game.
Oh, I saw somebody that said, "Screw the Super Bowl, let's have a best of 7." I mean, no, that was a game where, I mean, everybody expected the Bills to win that one at the end. I mean, I thought the Bills were going to pull it off. And then 13 seconds later, here comes Patrick Mahomes.
I saw a meme that said, "Men, don't ever let your women tell you 13 seconds isn't enough because Patrick Mahomes just proved them wrong."
I saw that one too. I lost it.
I
saw that one too. I lost it. That was one of the best ones for that. There he is like, but no, yeah, that's, who would have thought that in 13 seconds Mahomes could have sent it into overtime?
Especially when so many teams were like, you know what, it's under a minute, we're done. We're accepting defeat. And
Yeah. I mean, like I said, this year's playoffs, you cannot ask for better games at all. Some odd things happen, like, with the Cowboys.
Brady getting his first bad sportsmanship penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Entire career. That's why he retired.
Does he want to get fined?
Yeah.
That's what I heard too. That's why I said it was official but not official when it was first announced. And they said, is he going to get a fine? Is he going to, if he retires, he's not going to get fined. But
I was just cracking the joke, but
I've actually heard that's what, why he, that they didn't, he wasn't officially done. But then, but no, this playoff, like, you cannot ask for any better playoff games. And I just hope, like we said, the Super Bowl comes down to an actual good game and not just the way it's been the past few times where it's been
a defensive game,
a blowout at times. But I mean, the Bengals' last run at the Super Bowl was back in '88 when San Francisco beat them 20-16
with Boomer.
This is their third time going to the Super Bowl. The Rams have won championship back in '99 against the Titans,
back when they were in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. And this is their fifth time. This is their fifth time going.
I think it's good. I think it's good for football to have two teams in it that wouldn't have been in it a couple years ago, or even a year ago.
What's nice is that you have the Super Bowl two quarterbacks that are not a Brady, a Mahomes, or anything of that nature. You have two quarterbacks that really don't have that. They have a name structured. They have themselves out there as good quarterbacks, but not to a level of Brady, Roethlisberger, Rodgers, things like that. And that these two quarterbacks are playing the best games of their lives. The way this season has been going. I mean, who would have thought the Bengals would have made it this far?
Right.
The Bengals of all teams.
I had both quarterbacks on my fantasy team all season.
There you go, and look at it now. I mean, I just hope this season or this Super Bowl ends the way the playoffs have been this season, which is a good game. So because who would have thought that the Niners would have? I did not think the Niners would have beat the Packers either.
Thank God they did.
I didn't think the Niners were going to beat the Cowboys. I didn't think that was going to happen. It just shows how much faith I have in the Niners, huh? Well, they barely made playoffs with the Rams. They didn't have a good, start to a season. They make the playoffs on the last game and going against a good Cowboys team. Now, losing the way they did made it even more hilarious. But no, I didn't expect them to beat the Packers, though. I didn't either.
In Lambeau.
Yeah, in Lambeau at that. But no, this playoffs, I mean, the Rams beat the Buccaneers by 3. I mean, who would have thought that? Who would have thought
the Rams tried to lose that game? The way that was going in halftime, it did not look. The game before and the game after halftime are two different games in that one.
Who would have thought? Like we said, with the Bills and the Chiefs, who would have thought that would have went to overtime and end the way it did?
And the Bengals, I mean, taking the Chiefs down at home for the AFC
in
Championship was really good.
Oh, that was these playoff games have been phenomenal to watch, entertaining, like you said, edge of your seat. But at the when in overtime too, when the Bengals and the Bengals pulling it out, who would have thought? But I still love the Bengals field goal kicker. Did you hear what he said when he was going to go in to kick against the Titans?
No, what?
It just shows the level of confidence this kicker has. I forget who he looked at and said, "Looks like we're going to the AFC title or the AFC Championship," and he didn't even get onto the field yet. He's still on the sideline, just got called in. Well, time to we're going to the AFC Championship, and sure enough, I mean, think of the confidence that he has.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
No, it's not. I just find it hilarious how he's to going in and look where he's at now.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, I just hope it's a good game. That's not a blowout. Of course, everybody loves the Super Bowl for the commercials, but I think lately they've been kind of not the best.
My all-time favorite is the 10-second Miller High Life ad where remember they had the High Life delivery guy where he would deliver High Life. He looked like a delivery driver, and he would get out the truck and he would deliver the High Life. Well, they had like a 10-second commercial because it was like $4 million for a 10-second commercial, and all it was him going High Life, and that was the commercial. That one will always be my favorite.
I still love I still love the Budweiser frogs.
I think that's like consistently the number one every time they do one of those commercial countdowns.
I still love them. I don't know why. I just do. Yeah, this Super Bowl starts at 6:30 at least.
Pre-game starts at 6 a.m.
Most people probably.
I swear the pregame show's on all day.
Oh yeah, I think they have a media week going into it, and then, like you said, pregame starts at the crack of dawn.
Yeah, dark 30. So I was going to ask you this off the air, and I'm like, no, I need to save it for when we record. What are you having for Super Bowl?
Probably the traditional meatballs, but I'm also thinking of something in the smoker. Might try a pulled pork.
There you go.
Or I saw it online. Might try to pull this off if I can do it, which an hour should be fine. Bacon wrapped pickles.
Okay.
Instead of fried pickles, bacon wrapped pickles.
I can get down with that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of. I mean, I don't know if I want to do a pulled pork or just throw a pork loin in and go from there. I don't know yet.
We're thinking about either doing maybe getting some wings catered from Wegmans, because you can do 50 wings at Wegmans for $60, which isn't, math wise, it's pretty reasonable compared to everywhere else.
Yeah.
Or I might do my typical Super Bowl food, which is I do sliders, either Philly cheesesteak sliders or cheeseburger sliders. Haven't decided yet.
Either way, you can't go wrong.
No, can't go wrong at all.
I do like having the little smokies, though.
Yeah, I haven't had little smokies.
Especially in barbecue sauce.
Probably since the last time I was at your parents' house for Super Bowl.
And it's not like they're that hard to make. Just throw them in favorite barbecue sauce and have at it.
Yeah.
But I do love with Super Bowl just looking at the prices of the tickets. The cheapest tickets, from what I could find, Vivid Seats has the cheapest ticket at $5,260. SeatGeek has it at $6,000. StubHub has it at $6,500. NFL Ticket Exchange has it at $6,642 for the cheapest seats.
So,
now you look at I was going to say, you look at the high end ones. SeatGeek, $104,422. Vivid Seats, $97,919. StubHub, $100,000. NFL Ticket Exchange, $102,249. Then those are the expensive seats.
What I through different Facebook groups, I know some people out in LA in that area. Parking a half mile away from the stadium for the NFC Championship game. Half mile away from the stadium, $250.
Wow.
With reports that it was $1,000 to park at the stadium for the NFC Championship game.
Wow. Why does that not surprise me, though?
That's disgusting.
And the sad part is people paid that.
I know, but that's just ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. Wow. That's insane.
And I complain about paying $20 ahead of time to park at a Phil's game.
Yeah. Or go to Hershey Park.
I will never not complain about how much I have to pay to go to Hershey Park. Both ticket and parking. Then again, I mean, we all can't be like you and growl like a bear to get free parking when we go to a Bears game. So
it worked. It worked. Hey, he said growl like a bear. I did. That's the best part. So, who do you have?
I have the Rams.
Since we're doing the picks here.
I mean, I've had half the team on my fantasy team all season. I said to Jamie, if the Rams win, I'm going to get a Matt Stafford jersey because I've had him on 10 fantasy teams in 7 years. Because I was doing two leagues there for a while. I'm clearly, I guess I'm a Matt Stafford fan because I keep picking him. So if they win, I'm going to get a Stafford shirt.
Do you keep picking him, or is he just last on the list?
He's the best option available when I pick my quarterback because I have a game plan when I pick my team. But, he's going to throw some interceptions, but, I mean, he's always done right by me. Anytime I come up short, it's because of me as a manager, not him as a player. So,
yeah, I'm picking the Bengals on this one. Not just because, well, here's the thing. Not just because the Rams beat the Niners. Not just because of that. Because it's a team that has not been to the Super Bowl since '88. That team has never won a championship. I'm going for, I'm picking them just because I want to see a team that has never won win their first. That has not been to the, to the show since '88. I want to see a team like that win. That's why I'm picking the,
understandable.
The Bengals.
Understandable.
Not just because the Rams beat the Niners, not just because of that. Throw that out the window. This is because I just want to see a team. I just love to see these teams, the underdogs, basically, because, that's what the Bengals are right now, underdogs.
Right.
I want to see those types of teams win, teams that haven't won a title, haven't been to a championship game in who knows how long. And this is a perfect example. Never won. Been there now their third time. Last time was '88. And the Rams, they've been there 5 times. They'll be their 5th. Last time they were there was in 18. So I'm just a sucker for trying, going for the underdog team.
Normally I would too. You know that.
But you had the Rams on your fantasy football team.
Yeah, I got it. I mean,
much.
I've been cheering them all season because I want my fantasy team to do well. I've been cheering Matt Stafford for a long time, so I got to go with these guys.
Yeah, you kind of have the majority of the Rams team on your fantasy football.
Cooper Kupp,
that's
and their kicker and Stafford were fantastic for me this year. So.
Well, that's my reason behind. I get it. Picking the Bengals.
And I'd be the same way if the situation was different.
Yes, okay, yes. I'm still bitter that the Rams beat the Niners, yes. But that's the reason why I'm going for the Bengals.
No, that makes sense.
That is my main that's my reason behind it. Now, will they win? Probably not.
They could.
Well,
here's the thing. It's anyone's game as soon as they step on the field.
Well, look what the Bengals have been doing since the start of the playoffs. I mean, who would have thought they would have beat the Chiefs? Who would have thought they would have did that?
I always say take the odds makers out of it, take the sports writers' predictions out of it, because at the end of the day, they're not the ones stepping on the field to play.
No, it's going to be who has the more heart.
It's who's motivated, who has the heart. And I think these are two hungry teams, two fairly young teams. This is going to be a fun game. And now that I say that, it's going to be a boring ass game. And I'm so sorry to everyone.
Way to go.
I've seen Peyton try more fun than this.
Is it cracking? Oh, crap. But no, it's like I said, that's the reason why I'm going for the Bengals. But I talked to a guy at work. He said the same thing. He wants the Bengals to win, but he knows different because he knows the Rams are a better team. But he wants to see just like my reasoning. A team that hasn't been there for the longest time, a team that has never won it, win something. But we know the possibilities of that happening are slim. Can it happen? Sure. Look what like I said, look what it did again. Look what the Bengals did against the Chiefs. Who would have thought that would have happened?
Look what the Eagles did against the Pats, as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it's
anyone's game.
Exactly. It's anyone's game. Well, look when Brady won against the Falcons. Came back from a big deficit to win in overtime. So it's all it's all on that. Who wants it more? So let's just hope it is a good game, that you didn't jinx us. So on that note, that's the end of third period. Gonna be and also, people, put up your favorite Super Bowl foods.
Yeah, social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, wherever.
Put it up on YouTube. Put something up there. Put your favorite Super Bowl foods up. It's always good to see what other people are making for the big game.
It'd be cool as one day to do a Not Another Sports podcast cookbook.
There you go. Have a grill off. The cookbook would be kind of interesting.
Because I have a recipe for Secret Stadium sauce. I just have to make it.
Oh, a tailgating cookbook.
Yeah, the official
NASPod cookbook.
Yep.
The NASPod tailgating cookbook. Stuff that you can make, just a quick throw together on a propane stove.
In the back of a car.
It's tailgating. Oh, gotta love
your game day cookbook companion.
All the recipes to give you heartburn right here.
All the recipes that send you to the bathroom in the third inning.
Oh, hot sauce? Let's add a little more Reaper to that. I'm a dragon. Man. I'm a dragon. Wrong end, buddy.
Oh, boy. That's you. That is you.
What?
I've been in the car with you enough times post wings, man.
Whatever works. Oh, that's fantastic.
I guess we better get to these plugs here before we really go downhill now.
Too late.
You can find me every Wednesday with Brad from Baseball Together on the Punk Podcast. This past Wednesday, we did the final of our 3-part series where we covered Deja Intendu by Brand New. Next week, we are going to be doing One Hit Wonders, and that was a lot of fun. You can find that every Wednesday where you get your podcasts. For listeners of the Not Another Sports Podcast, if you visit fansidea.com, you can use the code NASPOD, that is NASPOD, at checkout. You will get 10% off your order. Fansidea.com is the place to go for custom-made jerseys like David has, hoodies, shirts like I have, and other gear. The perfect product, perfectly stitched, sublimation, embroidery, 100% handmade and delivered on time. That's their certainty, and it's their promise to you. Again, use the code NASPOD, NASPOD, at checkout for 10% off your order. If you're watching this on YouTube, David and I are both customers, and we're both very happy with our orders. David, tell them about your order that you got on.
Yeah, I just got a hockey jersey, and I was highly impressed with the way it looks. It feels nice. The stitching of it is, it's not a cheap stitching. It looks like it's something that you would get from an actual sporting event, not just off a website. They actually did a small logo of ours for the back of jersey. If you're watching this on YouTube, I can take a picture and put it up there for us, so you guys can see what it looks like.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, no, I'm very satisfied with this. Funny enough, I'm actually looking at getting been browsing for football jerseys and baseball jerseys now.
I've been looking at basketball ones to wear come summertime.
Well, I was also thinking of a basketball one just for kind of bounce, to bounce between the sports.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very satisfied with this. Like I said, I'm looking to see what else they have. Just see what it, and they have all sorts of different, between colors, camo jerseys.
They have some cool tie-dye. I'm not a tie-dye person, but some of their tie-dye ones look really cool.
Do look interesting. But no, I'm very satisfied with this. And when they say on time, it's on time. When they give you a specific time on when it's going to be there, it's going to be there, which I was kind of impressed by. Of course, I do have to admit, when I did get the notification that it was delivered, I was like, I gotta get home. And of course, what did I do? As soon as I got home, took pictures of the jersey, sent it to you.
Yeah, and it looks really nice. I love my shirt. I've been wearing it all night because I was just prepared for the show. But yeah, it's an excellent shirt, jersey. I actually was looking at some of their hoodies. Everything on there is really nice. For those watching on YouTube, I'm having some camera issues.
Of course, though, what is funny is though with this jersey. Now, in my basement, I have. Now, this one is the only one I did not game wear. But I have my other jerseys that I've game worn hanging in my basement. And I just like this one that much. I just figured put it up there.
Yeah, no, it's a sweet jersey. It really is. And he's not BSing you guys on the stitching. He sent me the pictures and I zoomed in on it. It is really well done. So yes, NASPOD at checkout. Get that 10% off. Get your custom jersey made. Also, don't forget, if you go to naspod.creator-spring.com, that is the official home of our merchandise. You can get our hoodies, our long sleeve shirts, our t-shirts, our face masks. You want to beat out that Omicron? Get that face mask. But yeah, we got you covered with shirts and hoodies at naspod.creator-spring.com. All these links are also on our link tree that is listed in the description of every episode. So you want to go to our social media accounts, you want to go to our website, you want to go to our stores, you want to go to our Anchor page. It's all there on the link tree. Just click that link in the description of the show. With that, thank you for joining us for episode 38. My God, 38 of the Not Another Sports podcast. You can find us wherever you stream or download at Anchor.fm, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, YouTube. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube if you want to look at our ugly mugs and wonder why we're married.
We wonder that ourselves.
Yeah, right. With that, don't forget to subscribe, rate and review. God, I'm done. I'm fried. I'm Jason.
I'm David.
And we'll talk with you next time.
Have a good one.